let's take a look at the history of marijuana. One thing you might find odd about the history of marijuana, which is also called cannabis, is how very legal it once was. In fact, not only was it legal, it was also one of the largest agricultural crops in the world, including the United States. You see, cannabis can also be hemp. But wait, what is hemp? It is by and large the most robust, durable, natural soft fiber on the face of the earth. It has over 1,000 products and uses, including fabric, lighting oil, medicines, and fiber. The first marijuana law in the United States required farmers to grow hemp. Benjamin Franklin used hemp to start one of the first paper mills. Up until the 1800s, most of the textiles made in the United States were made with hemp. 50% of the medicine marketed in the last half of the 19th century was made from cannabis. Even Queen Victoria used resin extracts from cannabis to alleviate her menstrual cramps. But the funny thing about industrial hemp was you couldn't get high from it. Yet it was lumped in with the following, which also makes little sense. Reefer madness. In the early 20th century, yellow journalism had surfaced. Articles depicting blacks and Mexicans as frenzied beasts who would smoke marijuana, play devil's music, and disrespect women. These lies, among many others, would lead to a law involving a tax act. A tax act that would not only include marijuana, but also hemp and cannabis medicine. It's speculated that hemp's potential for abundance for new products was going to be in direct competition with other sources. To prevent this from happening, the act would require farmers to have a stamp in order to grow cannabis, which is all fine and dandy, except they weren't giving any out. So, in effect, all things cannabis became illegal, and it pretty much stayed that way until World War II. When the government once again decided hemp was a good thing and produced a video, Hemp for Victory. But by the time the war was over, hemp again became bad. And in 1948, when marijuana law was once again brought into question, Congress realized that marijuana had been made illegal for the wrong reason. It didn't make people violent at all. It made them pacifist. The communists would use it to break the Americans' will to fight. Congress now voted to keep marijuana illegal for the exact opposite reason they had voted for in the first place. And year after year, report after report, commissioned by everybody, from the mayor of New York to the president of the United States, has come back with a review that marijuana should have no criminal penalty attached to it. Yet, marijuana remains as illegal today as it did 70 years ago.